So the federal government of Nigeria approved a new history textbook for junior secondary schools titled Living Histories, which is book 1, 2, and 3, as part of the reintroduction of history into the curricula. The book itself is described as being written based on the newly revised Nigerian Educational Research and Development Council, NERCD curriculum. The NERCD is the government-mandated council responsible for revising and developing school curricula in Nigeria. I am deeply concerned by the report that an approved living history textbook in Nigeria contains no representation of the Igbo people. This is not a small oversight. It is a serious intellectual and moral failure. Ndị Igbo are not a footnote in the Nigerian history. We are central to its political thought, economic development, cultural production, resistance movement, and intellectual tradition. Nigeria's first president, for goodness sake, was Nnamdi Azikiwe, Onye Igbo, one of the founding fathers of this nation. He laid the ideological foundation of Nigerian nationalism, journalism, and Pan-African consciousness. Igbo people pioneered modern commerce and entrepreneurship across Nigeria, building markets, transport networks, and trading systems that connected cities and rural communities long before globalization became a word. We lead in education. We are not insignificant, producing some of the earliest lawyers, doctors, engineers, professors, civil servants who helped shape Nigeria's institutions. We transformed literature and publishing through writers, thinkers, and journalism who gave Nigeria its early intellectual voice, including Nollywood. We built industries, banks, publishing houses, media platforms, and technological enterprises that continue to sustain the economy. We preserved rich system of governance, arts, philosophy, performance, and spirituality that predate colonial rule and still inform Nigerian cultural life today. From pre-colonial republican system to post-colonial nation building, from craftsmanship to trade to scholarship and political activism, Igbo's presence is woven into the fabric of this country, and to erase and marginalize that presence in a national history textbook is to distort the truth. History is not merely about what's happened. It is about what a society chooses to remember, to preserve, and to transmit to its children. And an entire people moved from it. And when this is done, when an entire people are excluded, what is being taught is not history. It is silence, and silence is never neutral. I can't believe that Igbo children are expected to read this textbook in schools. And for Igbo children reading such a book, the message is dangerous. And their ancestors, it's like their ancestors did not matter, that their stories are not worthy of record, that their contributions are expendable for a nation of people that says we have 3 major tribes and one of them is just casually removed like it doesn't matter. And for even non-Igbo children, the lesson is equally harmful, a false and incomplete understanding of the nation they belong to. This is unacceptable to all who are responsible, and to Igbo leaders. Please, this is not the time to sit around. This is unacceptable. Nigeria cannot claim unity while practicing selective memory. We cannot build cohesion on historical distortion. A country that forgets parts of itself weakens its own foundation. A living history that excludes the Igbo is not living, it is dead. It is incomplete, it is dishonest. And I hope that Ndi Igbo, Ndi na-achị, that Unawiha, I therefore call on curriculum developers, educational authorities, the publisher, and policymakers to urgently, as a matter of urgency, review this material and correct this injustice. Inclusive history is not a favor, it is a responsibility. It is the fact. The Igbo story must be told fully, honestly, and respectfully, including the Nigeria-Biafra war. It should be in the history. Anything less is an insult to the scholarship, to citizenship, and to the future. History belongs to all of us, not to a certain or a part. And there is no group that has the right to erase another from history. Let this be corrected as soon as possible, because this is not just injustice, this is an insult to the nation as a whole.